Forgive me as I've been laughing my ass off reading this article that I'm going to talk about right now. At this point, when it comes to the former head coach, it's pure comedy. The jokes write themselves. Chad Graff of The Athletic, he published a piece today with the headline, "If the Vikings keep Kirk Cousins, it's a bet on Kevin O'Connell to build a relationship others couldn't." So I'm going to this is all top of the dome stuff. I woke up and saw this and just immediately started crying. I'm going to break this article down. Starting with, Mike Zimmer spent part of his last few weeks as Vikings head coach bemoaning the team's situation at quarterback. Okay, spent his last few weeks on the job bitching and moaning about one of his employees. Have you ever seen, let's say, a coworker before they get fired? They know they're about to get fired weeks in advance, and what are they going to do? Show up with a can-do attitude? They're a pain in the ass. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. No one wants to see them, but the higher-ups, they're just going through the protocols. Maybe it's a union. You can't just outright fire them. You have to give them a couple of write-ups, step 1, step 2, step 3, before they actually get fired. That was Mike Zimmer. It gets better. The veteran defensive guru had more of an effort to get the best out of Kirk Cousins in 2021, conducting weekly meetings with the quarterback for the first time in their 4 years together. So let's stop there. The dude finally made an effort his last season on the job and decided to say, okay, let's do weekly meetings together for the first time in 4 years. As much as this guy just bitched and moaned about Kirk Cousins, imagine the manager, the head manager that oversees everybody, all the staff members underneath of him, complaining about one of his employees, to where it's like, bro, you're responsible for this guy. Have you done training with him? Have you done weekly reviews for him? Have you given him tips or pointers as far as how he could get better? No, you're just going to sit there and complain? Really? But toward the end, it became clear to those within the building that the head coach-quarterback relationship hadn't blossomed the way many had hoped it would before the season, according to sources. Gee, I wonder why. In fact, going to that offseason before the Vikings signed Kirk Cousins, Zimmer basically got up to the podium and said, do not spend big money. We don't need to spend big money on a quarterback. Essentially, do not sign Kirk Cousins. So, literally from the start, not even from the start, pre-start up to the very end, Mike Zimmer was just an old fart towards Kirk Cousins and is sitting here wonder why you got fired. Are you really surprised? This is hilarious. Zimmer complained openly in coaching meetings about Cousins, and some of Zimmer's top lieutenants echoed the sentiment. Zimmer didn't feel the quarterback made enough winning plays, that he didn't take the necessary shots to help lead the Vikings to victory, and that he didn't elevate his teammates. So just to be clear, imagine yourself in this position at your job. Your manager, your direct manager, is openly talking shit about you. So you already have that pressure on your shoulders. And at the same time, that same manager says, how dare you not overcome adversity and elevate your teammates? What am I supposed to do? I can't win regardless. I can throw 4,000 yards. I can win games. I saw you in 2017 with Case Keenum pulling magic out of his butt to get wins, and all you did was talk shit. In fact, the only quarterbacks that you openly praised was Teddy Bridgewater and Sean Mannion, to where their best skill sets are handing the ball off to the running back. Are you kidding me? And you're going to talk shit on me? But that view wasn't shared by everyone. Some, especially in the front office, thought Zimmer didn't handle the situation well. They acknowledged to Zimmer that Cousins isn't a perfect quarterback, but felt Zimmer's job as head coach was to get the most out of the QB, and undercutting his play in coaching meetings didn't help. No shit. And you would think 8 years as a head coach, at some point in time, worst case, in the middle of that run, you as a head coach would learn relationship management is part of my job, but you never develop that skill set at all. What about your defense, huh? Mr. Defensive Guru. I don't care about this offense. Look how great my defense is. Your defense the last 2 years has been ass. Huh? What about this year? Did you openly complain about your defense? Did you? I don't think you did. So your defense is ass. Your relationship management is terrible. You only care about bum-ass quarterbacks. And you're surprised that you got fired? Bro, I'd be surprised if you ever got a head coaching job again. This is so hilarious. I love waking up in the morning and seeing this shit. I woke up. I had this whole thing planned out. I was going to talk about defensive players the Vikings may retain or let go, cap casualties, or free agents that they may or may not re-sign. I woke up, hit the Bleacher Report app, went to the Vikings page and saw this shit, and I was crying immediately. This is so funny. This gets better and better by the day, because 3 years ago when I said, yo, fire this dude, the amount of people, what was that Simpsons meme where the whole town in Springfield, they've got their pitchforks out. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Randy. Mike Zimmer's the greatest thing ever. And you see this bullshit? Yo, pay me. What's the league minimum to work in the NFL? Like $500,000? Bro, hire me right now. I will save any franchise the trouble of having to deal with idiots like this. Next video's tomorrow. We'll see you then.